Hey guys, welcome back to the All American YouTube channel. In today's video, we got some headers for the murder weapon. So we're going to be putting those on probably tomorrow, maybe. Except for maybe a slight problem that we might have with that, but we'll see. I was gonna do an unboxing, and then I just ripped everything apart anyways. So I just put it all together on the floor right here, kind of. I don't know which one of these pipes goes on which side, but it looks like that. Kind of, I think. But this is what it all came with. And the one problem that I figured we might have is cylinder number 1. The tube isn't welded onto the flange. There's a little gap in the right there, another little gap right there. So let's see what we can do about that. I'm hoping that the this flange is cast so we can weld onto it. Otherwise, I don't really know what we're gonna do because we don't have a way to weld stainless, and I'm pretty sure these tubes are stainless. So unless maybe we can just oxyacetylene weld it. But that'll be kind of a pain in the butt, so I'm hoping we can just go on the outside here and just booger this casting over onto the stainless, and it should heat everything up enough to just melt the stainless and run a little bead in there and a little snot on this side and just goober it up and hope it's good enough. I don't need it to look pretty, so that's kind of my plan on what to do with that. And we'll see if we can get that done, and we'll be back when out in the shop, either welding that or putting them on or something. Alright, we're gonna weld these suckers up here.
Is this gonna hurt your camera at all doing this?
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, I think I just made that a lot worse. Alright.
Oh gosh. Holy, you better turn that down.
Yep.
Hold up. I don't think you got enough material there to close that up. We're gonna have to add some material.
Get
some filler.
Something there.
Find something stainless steel.
Alright, we got a different flavor of rods now, so we're gonna see if this goes any better. Where's the clamp?
That works way better. Still kind of goopy. I gotta.
I don't care if it's goopy, as long as it goes.
If it's, I can see some. I can see here, but if I can get it to seal, I won't touch that. It's supposed to be a T-Rex instead of me.
All right, we got the torch back. We had to find some more propane for it.
Maybe you should move it around a little more.
We're just bashing in one piece at a time. Are you gonna heat that whole chunk up?
It's more efficient if you hold it at an angle, pointing it like that. Then you get more heat across it.
So we got the one side. It's done. It's bolted on. The only problem that we might have is spark plug wires. But that's gonna work.
2 problems: spark plug wires, and with how you drive it might melt.
The other problem that we might have, well, the other problem that we definitely have on this side is right there. If you can see that hole where the clutch goes.
Give me the bigger hammer.
All right, so yeah, as you right there, it's hitting that. And it's also hitting that right there. So right now we're bashing that away, so hopefully the header can swing this way more, and it'll clear that, because it's hitting right on the edge of that. So if we can twist the whole header that way, it'll slide right up in there. So what we're doing now is just pounding in that side right there. Where is it?
Over there.
Hey, give me one.
Alright, so we're going to continue banging away on this. We'll be back when we're done.
Z285.
Z28s suck.
Oh.
Alright, grab that sucker.
Holy crap, that was loud. Like, seriously. That was loud.
Alright, so as you can see, we done smashed this in. And we smashed that in.
See if that fits this time.
It was close. Well, the first time we lifted it up there, I literally thought we were screwed.
Yeah.
Because it looked bad. It was off by like an inch, and I was like, oh my gosh. Well, then we started smashing the headers in a little bit, and it seemed to look a little bit better, so hopefully we got it this time.
How's that?
Honestly, with the gasket in, it should work.
Let me put this in real quick.
I have two voices, now I can be twice as annoying.
Here, Jake, you want to hold the camera?
Oh
yeah. Ow!
It needs to be right about there. Here, shine a light in this corner. It needs to go back towards the engine more.
Which way? That way?
Like this way.
Which way?
Like the collector needs to get pushed.
Let's see.
Well, I don't know. It might be okay.
Maybe if you use a little muscle.
Well, no, it's resting on this O2 sensor. That's fine. That's where it sits.
Yeah.
Honestly, it might be okay.
You have plenty of room here. Why is
Well, this right here is. Do you see this gap right here?
Yeah, I know. Well, get rid of that gap real quick.
I can't. It's hitting something.
What is it hitting?
Actually, is this whole thing bent?
It could be. A little. The other one was a little bent too.
Once you put the gasket on and tighten
I mean,
it
once
down.
we zip it down, it should be okay. Is it gonna clear the clutch?
No.
Could we have bent it by hammering
We
it?
gotta beat the hell out of this thing.
Fantastic. You want a marker or you got one?
I'm gonna need a marker.
I got it.
Hold it just like that. Ow! Hold it just like that. Don't let it go again.
I was repositioning my hands.
Yeah, I don't like when you reposition your hands. Wow, I'm sorry.
This is what happens when you buy cheap headers.
How much were they?
The whole thing was $200. Oh, holy crap! You whacking it in way the heck up there?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I'm doing this again.
Alright, so we got underneath here. We'll show you what we're looking at. We already drew the line where we need to bash it just a little bit more. Do you want to push that slave cylinder in?
That's a lot.
Alright, so that's pretty much where this is going to sit. And as you can see, it's got clearance, but not a lot of it, and I don't want to melt. I guess I don't really care if this plastic right here gets melted a little bit, because that doesn't really do that much. But up here, I want just a little bit more clearance. So you can see we're just going to bash it in a little bit. And this is basically how you bash in headers. You set it up. You hold it up where it's going to hit, and because this is going to go over more on the side like that. Like that's where it's going to sit. So we're gonna, I want just a little bit more clearance here, so we're just gonna go and bash that in. You can see it's gonna hit right on the bottom of that metal right there. That doesn't really matter. We had to bash it already so that it'll clear the metal enough, but like it is gonna hit the metal. It's just barely enough so that it just kisses the edge of the metal there.
You guys shut up there.
That's fine. I don't really care if it's hitting metal on metal. Or even like the other place you had to bash it was up here by the A-arm. You can see all that we had to bash in. Up in here.
Look, I know what I'm
Are these brake lines?
Yeah, it'll be fine, I think.
It depends on where the next chunk of what is this? This is e-brake cable. That can get pretty hot. I don't think that matters. The brake.
No, that's your speedometer.
Oh, again, that shouldn't really matter. If we need to, we can zip tie it over here.
This thing goes this way.
Yeah, it comes out and goes down over that way.
What is he doing?
We got Connor shooting the exhaust gun.
He pumped the
Connor,
trigger.
where's the pump on a shotgun?
This isn't a shotgun, it's an RPG. Your magazine is right here, it's a single shot. You shoot, you pull down the door, you pull out the shell, you put the new one in, you slap it in.
Okay.
Boom!
Okay, I'm a little bit more okay with that now. I thought you just pumped the shotgun like where the trigger was. That was wrong.
I don't know the lyrics to the song. Sick as the fuck! I'm in my car! What do you want? That's what you do bad! Get warmed up.
If you drop my exhaust, I'm not gonna be happy. Alright, so we got all the headers on now. All of them?
That sucks.
So now we got this hooked up. This one was kind of a pain in the butt to wiggle on over this, and it's touching that transmission mount right here, or the trans support on this side, which is a little annoying, but well, it'll have to do. This one could stand to be a tad tighter. Well, maybe not.
It's not the way I intended to put that on.
Oh yeah, good job.
This is going like this now. Whatever.
Yeah, this one's gonna have to go like this. Oh yeah,
That one's fine. This one ain't.
It sits nice. Honestly, it's lower. This will have more clearance than the old exhaust. Honestly. Oh, there's like chunks of pistons and crap inside my exhaust.
Probably.
Wow, what's wrong with the starter wire?
The wire got in there somehow.
Where is it?
I don't know. Wherever you left it.
Should be fine. There's a decent gap right in here.
Actually, I took the starter wires off. Wherever I left them.
Yeah, these should fit right down in this hole right here pretty nicely, and we can zip tie them up out of the way somewhere. I don't know. Something like that'll work. There's got to be a spark plug right there, a spark plug right there. This spark plug's gonna be a pain to get
Wait, did you get that
boot
broken
on.
spark plug out?
Yeah.
Spark plug
Sure
needs
about
to
that?
go right here. This one will be easy,
It's not.
and one right there.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit of a pain. I wish these had boots that were
What is that?
bent. We might have to flip these spark plug wires around so that this end goes in there.
Alright, we're good.
We'll see how it goes. Alright. It is now midnight. and we're done. Maybe.
Bags under his eyes, that's what he says.
So basically, the biggest problems that we had was all on the driver's side. So if you get these DNA Motorsport long tube headers, that comes with the 2 tubes and the Y pipe to go with it. That's what you get. The welding kind of sucks, because we had to weld that back together right there with a stick welder, which kind of sucked. If you have a MIG welder, that wouldn't be a problem at all. Or if you know how to TIG weld, that would be fine. But I don't know how to TIG weld, and we don't have a MIG welder. So me and Connor had to just stick weld it. Alright, it's the next day outside. And that means it's not midnight anymore, which means we can actually start this. Oh yeah, Peter was the last one to drive this thing, so the seat's all in long boy mode. Probably have to pump it like crazy. Okay, it's nice and loud now.
Both standing like jaw dropped. The gas. It's not cut out.
I have 8 McChickens, a water, and a small fry.
And some nuggets.
Like the order.
Yeah.
Okay, the water and the small fry.
Yup.
Okay, so 1022 at the first. That's it.
Yours pretty good, actually.
We're doing it for the meme. This is for you, Cletus McFarland.
What you need is nitrous. And just purge as you're going to the job.
Oh my gosh, if we ever do that,
We are so doing
definitely purging nitrous in a drive-thru.
Yep.
That would be so funny.
Yep.
Boy, purging nitrous really loud.
You know, it's
No,
just a big white
Yeah.
cloud. It's like shh, shh.
We gotta do it at the first window. Start purging at the first window and wait for the second window.
Those poor McDonald's employees are just like, what the heck is this?
Now my cheeseburgers smell like oil. Oh wait, they do already.